So, ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves on the way to the depot to pick up some wood chips here in Montrose with our amazing flame truck. Probably not a good thing to carry wood chips in, but hey. And we found out that the main freeway is closed. We're going to be going to Denver, but we're going to have to take the southern route to get there. So we have a scary mountain pass that we have to pass through to get there. It will not be fun, but maybe it'd be fun to watch when me drive off the cliff. But yeah, so we have to go the southern route. Snow in the pass. But we have this monster rig with a double trailer, and we should be able to get it there, no problem. So hopefully everyone's having a fun night out there tonight. This is so relaxing. I love driving the truck. I wish that and it's fun to do the convoys too, but sometimes they get really, it makes my computer get really choppy, and I think it's partly it's the lag. Like there's internet issues. It doesn't do it when I play by myself, but when I do multiplayer, it starts to do this like weird lag chopping. I feel like I got nothing done today. I had to drive up to Huron to pick up a check for a wedding, which was nice because we got a little bit of money in. And then I had to go to Home Depot and get a bunch of stuff. And by the time I got home, it was already like 4:30. And then I had to take the car over to Mark's because he needed it. And so then I got back home, and then by then it was like getting to be like 7 o'clock, and then it's like then Ryan had to come get me to take me to the store. I didn't do that. I don't know how else I would do that. Whoa. What the? These trailers don't go through there very well, do they? They could, but we needed the money. Oh, this is not good. Oh, fudge knuckles! All right. Anyway. You're doing some. You're playing. Everyone's playing ATS tonight. It must have been an ATS night. I played last night to after stream for a little bit, and I left my setup up because I'm just gonna play ATS tomorrow. So here we are. But this is a brand new truck for today. I bought it last night, and then now we're gonna use it. Possibly, or we're gonna get stuck. Yeah. Oh. That's where we have to get the job first, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, nothing happened. Okay, there we go. There we go. Oh, just. Yikes. Okay. Here we are. Here we are. Cargo market. External market is what I want, yes. And nope, I want cargo market. That's what I want. Yeah, yep. And that's the one that I wanted. And we're going to take the job. Cargo's ready to be loaded. Proceed to the green arrow. Look how pretty that sky is. We're going to have a nice trip down today. Nice trip through the pass as we get hung up on every single turn. Because there's some really sharp turns we're going to be going around. If you haven't done this pass before, I suggest trying it because it's really cool. You guys will get to see it. Engine off. And load the cargo. Yeah, they do have long dollies. It's a little tough. Yes, we're doing a solo run tonight. Because I got started so late, I figured most of my running crew wouldn't be able to make it anyway. So, plus I just kind of wanted to chill a little bit. It's been kind of a nutso day. Sometimes the convoys get a little crazy. All right, so there we are, getting ready to leave the depot. Truck's looking amazing. Custom paint job as usual. They give us the obviously you get the base paint job, but I change all the colors to make it look like a Hot Wheels. Stop that. My dogs are being bad. Yeah, these are probably the long... I don't know if they're the longest doubles that you can get, because I think the box ones also have long doubles. They want me to go out that way? Heck no, I'm going out this way. This stinks, because there's like fences on both sides. I have. They're just there. Bella's in here whining at me too. She's staying at me going. Isn't that right, Belly? Okay, I think we're gonna make it out this time. Did it get hung up? Oh, it made it. Okay. What's the gold? Oh, is that the road? Oh, this, yeah, because you go through the gold mine. That's right. Yeah, you'll see. We're going to pass through a gold mine. This road is amazing. So where this is it's the road between Montrose and Durango. And that is, we're speaking of Colorado, by the way. Yep. Okay. So my differentials. I can't tell if they're on or off. There's no visual to tell you if they're on or not. They're off. Okay. Thanks, honey. I appreciate that. Okay, I just had to find the buttons. I've got the button now that sets the height of the truck. All right, so we're coming back into Montrose here. And the sun is just coming up over the mountains. So now we have to set our GPS to where we're going. So we're going to stop right here and get into our map. Yeah, I just saw the switch there on this one. Some of them have it. It seems like some of them don't. Okay, so Route 50 is closed due to an avalanche. And so, where are we going? We're going to Lamar, I think. Yeah, Lamar or Lamar or whatever. So we're going to be rerouted through Durango and Alamosa. So there's that. So it's a little bit longer trip, but it's going to be pretty. Yeah, the two older truck looks are great. I think in real life, if I had to drive one, I would definitely want an older style truck. Though the new ones are pretty comfy. I don't know. We're going to make it? Yeah, I think it made it. It looked like it made it. It's hard to tell in that little mirror. Nope, no mods. No mods. Just great storytelling abilities. Yep. So there's us leaving Montrose with the big load. Good storytelling, Darspector. Good storytelling. Am I going to have to break the illusion for you? There is no road closure. I am pretending. Hey, Goldie, good to see you, buddy. Nice to see you. Been a while. Or has it? I'm like, shh. don't tell anyone. It's a secret. I know. They do sort of do that, like, but it's pretty rare that you actually have a whole thing, and it's usually last second. Like, you don't have like an ahead warning. It's like, oh, by the way, this is closed. Except for in California, remember when they had those avalanches and they did it too? They shut the road They shut the road down. And I feel like this gearbox has really short gearing. There we go. Yeah, there are road closures, but not quite this severe, right? Yeah, I need to do some more of these videos on YouTube, Galdi. That's what I'm kind of heading towards tonight. We're going to take a ride together and chat, and I know. Right. Through the beautiful mountains of Colorado. Yeah, well, last-minute accidents suck, yeah, because then you're sitting there for hours, but that happens too. All right. Let's see if I can get around this corner without hitting the curb. And we made it. Well, we got Mark's car back from the shop, and it's so much smoother now. The guy did very limited stuff to it, but it did need some work, and it's running like a top now. Hopefully he gives me that one. He's got two cars that he's going to let me use one of them for a while. I'm hoping it's going to be that one, because I love that Acura. It's so nice. It's beat. It's old. But it's like an old shoe. It's super comfy. Like, it just slide into the cushy leather seats and like start it up, and it's like, whoa. It's got that big V6, 6-speed manual transmission. It's just a nice driving car. Isn't that funny? Yeah, isn't that funny? No, just a TL. But the whatever model it has, for whatever reason, the person that got it with the V6. So the X is really nice, but the TL is, super nice. They're all nice. So now they're in the bedroom just hanging out. He's like, nope, I'm gonna stay with Bella. All right, so here we go. We are heading into the freeway. I mean, there's no immersion braking going on or anything. I have no idea what he's doing. I'm driving a semi through the mountains. All right, he's being a dip. They get good mileage too, Gator, as you know. So we'll just keep it easy, nice and easy. We're not gonna rush. If we got to slow down, we'll slow down. This is a big. This is a big machine. And we are entering the National Forest. Prepare yourselves for some beautiful scenery. Ouray, city limits. Interesting. There's the little shepherds. Is it Ouray or Ouray? Or are there two different towns? Maybe that's what I saw. There's definitely a town of Ouray, but I thought this sign just said Ouray, but maybe it didn't. I love mountain towns like this. To me, this would be like such an amazing place to live. I would love to live in a town like this. Another one that's like this is the Grand Canyon Village. It's just like this, got this like total vacation land feel to it. Little coffee shops, boutique guitar store, Aspen's a lot like this. Oh, thank God. Okay, there you go, 44. Thank goodness. You said, woo. You can see here we got a 20-mile-an-hour speed limit. Mountain passes. Steep road. So once again, we're taking the road from Montrose down to Durango. And this is a beautiful road. If you ever get a chance, it is definitely a gorgeous drive. This truck should have plenty of horsepower to do this load, but it is, I definitely am pulling. See, I thought Namik would have something for us, like crushed rock or something to take, which is why I put this together. I'm like, oh, we're in the mountains. There's got to be some crushed stumping, but no, it doesn't. Okay, there's the town that we were just in down there. And we'll stop and do this scenic outlook when we get there. Pierce Bronson volcano movie? Okay. How are we doing? Keeping the trailers on the road. Very nice. I'm doing a great job if I don't say so myself. But I'm going to take a second here to pull over, and we'll do the little view. And I'm going to shut the door so we don't hear the dogs whining. At least they're out of my office now and not fussing at me. Okay. Turn the engine off. And activate viewpoint. Oh, that's so cool. Look at that. So this is the $1 Million Highway. Yeah, look at that. I love Colorado. And what's crazy is that this doesn't do it justice. Like, if you haven't been out there before, this game shrinks the stuff down. So it actually is even more spectacular than what you see here. This is well represented, but it's still, imagine it being at least a third taller. It's just, it's so amazing when you go there. It's mind-blowing. And you see, like, you know, some of these roads have trains that run along them. You see the trains winding down the mountain. It's just absolute beauty. I love it out there. I'm hoping we get to go through some of these routes on the way out west where we're going to move, just so my wife can see it. And I'd love to try to get through there during the day. Oh, it's much bigger in real life. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just huge. Okay, give me 1 second here. I'm going to shut the door, and we'll be right back. But, yeah, look at that view. That is just, it's incredible. And shutting the door. And the dogs are barking. I don't know yet, 44. We're hoping to be out of the house by October. 1st of October is the hoping to put it up for sale date. Sooner if we can, but I think it probably was going to take us quite a while to get it ready. So, but we'll see. I got some of the stuff today that I need to work on it, so it's not going to be much longer. All right, here we go. Let's get back underway. Oh. Oh. I seem to have caused a bit of a problem. Didn't realize we had traffic all backed up beside us or behind us. And the road's open today, so no snow on this end of it. Sightseeing with a 300-foot long trailer. I don't know how long they are, but I would assume, what, about 100 feet, you think, the trailer setup? They're like probably 250-foot trailers. Like that little photo area. That's funny. Look at that. Oh, yeah. I love it. It's so pretty. I mean, I haven't had any fines or anything. I don't think so. Yosemite, yes. Like the national parks, yeah. But this isn't a national park. So we are driving the Peterbilt 389, fully loaded, customized. I've got my manifest on the ground. I got my guitar in the back. The American flag. Whoa. Flames. Custom paint job. If you didn't notice, my trailer is painted to match my the painter. It's an exact copy. I took the paint from the truck and put it over onto the trailer too. So yes, this is part of the Colorado DLC. No mods. I don't really use any mods on this game. So yep. So this is the Colorado map, and we are traveling once again between Montrose and Durango, and then we're going to head east towards Lamar. No, you shouldn't get a fine. I went through here last night, and there was no fine. I guess this is... Yeah, Optimus is what? Which Optimus? There's like a million different Optimus Primes. The one I grew up with was a Freightliner cab over. He was red with blue legs. But they've, there's multiple Optimuses now because of the movies. So, my Optimus may not be your Optimus. So far, so good. The next part, I think, might be the most technical spot. So, I'll just slow it down. Oh, the 07 version? Okay. And that back trailer is going off the road a little bit, but what can you do? You finished it in 15 minutes? But you can see they're the matching trailers with the blue and yellow flame. Pessimist Prime. Pessimist Prime. Hey, we're going to... Up ahead, there's a butt in the road. We're coming around right thigh curve, and we're moving on to right cheek and then left cheek. We need to go down into fourth gear here. Oh, okay, so you already knew how to use it, right? All right, so now we're coming around. This is where this is crack in the road right here. There actually is where we're planning on moving. There's a place called Hole in the Ground, and then another one called Crack in the Ground. So that was crack in the ground, and now we're on that was left cheek. This is right cheek. Yeah, there we go. And now we're on right thigh. We've made it through the butt cheek. We move from the S curves into the butt cheek. But do you guys see? Just because I'm trying to drive smoother, and we're not doing convoy, and I'm reading chat though, but I'm staying on the road. Have you noticed? Oh, no crashes. Though chat still can do it to me sometimes. Next to hole, right? The hole in the ground and crack in the ground. How much am I making on this run? Like nothing. It's $7,000, but it's okay because my company has over 100 million. I was getting close to 200 million. I bought a bunch of garages and trucks, so now I have 100 million again. I'm back down, but by the end of the next 10 episodes, we'll be back up in the near the 2 million range. It's funny. Nobody believed me. I've had people on my channel be like, "Oh, you cheated, or you must have used a mod," and I'm like, "No, I actually." This is my third profile where I've made almost $200 million. You just have to buy as many garages and stuff at the beginning as you can. Once you get 2 or 3 garages, you start generating enough income, and then you can just keep buying and stuff, and then you'll get 4 or 5. Next thing you know, you'll have 30, 40 garages and 400 trucks. And you'll be, look at this. So I think this is all gold mine stuff here. There's a big gold mine back down there. You can't really see it. I think when we come around this curve, you'll be able to see it. But there's a big mine down there. Right, that's true too. I'm not trying to keep pace. I like to drive slower because I feel like the way that I'm driving right now is probably a little bit more realistic compared to what we do when we're doing convoys. A bunch of solar panels, right? No, not quite, because building your company is part of the game. I still did it the hard way. I took a loan out and bought a truck company. But yeah, I guess it's the midway. You could just do hire no workers and no trucks and just keep driving one truck, but yeah, you'll be a long time building a company that way. So yeah, that would take a long time. All right, so there's the mine down there, and I believe that is where it gets its name because it's where they mine gold. All right, we're ready to go up to 5th. Actually, up to 6th, really. 6 low. No one drives my trucks but me. Yeah, they make a lot of... Once you get 2 going, you start making a lot of money. And then you can just really just stop. And now, the nice thing is they've added into the interface of the game like the ability to do it all. Once you get past like a certain level, you can do everything from the garage. So I can just go to the map and buy a bunch of garages and stock it with a bunch of trucks and hire a bunch of drivers, and I can all do it in one stop. I don't have to go anywhere. I just do it. Okay, we're switching over to brake mode. Ooh, you're coming down now. All right, there we go. Good to see you, Sandhill. Look at that. That's a cool ridge up there. You can see my matching truck. Pretty sweet. Oh, yeah, you can edit your save too, but that's really the shortcut. So, yeah, I wouldn't. You know me. I wouldn't be doing that. I don't do that kind of stuff. Nah. This truck has got the power to keep it in check. I will say that sometimes, like, I will use a game editor if the game trolls you. So if there's something that the game does that it shouldn't have done, like, you know, your car falls through the ground and you lose it, sometimes I'll use an editor to fix stuff like that, but it's only glitches that I'll fix. Hi, Beavertown. How are you? So there, I'm quite proud of myself. I think we made it through the hardest part of the pass without having too much going on. We get to translate it to real life soon because when we move out of our house, we're going to be moving into a 30 to 40 foot RV, and I'm going to be driving that across the country. So, oh, that's cool, Dark Spectre. Like, first time they've ever been seen? Congratulations. Right, so you have to use it, and sometimes you have to use it in an MSC, especially when you bend the body, like by bumping it with your, if you bump it with your like hip or something, and it dents the car. I'll fix that. So there's my RV right there. We're gonna start vlogging that stuff when I go to buy one. We'll probably start once the house sells. That's where we'll start our live video log. All right, we need to go. Is it a good movie? I've heard it's really good. Like, people really seem to like it. I kind of want to watch it just because. To give you examples, I actually liked Legally Blonde. I thought it was a good movie. You don't have to have the CDL for the 40-footers. Anything 40 foot and under mostly does not require a CDL. If they're over 10,000 pounds or 10,000 tons, then no, I guess it'd be pounds. Then they do, but most of them are far under that. So, yeah, that's correct, Louis. I thought about that, actually. I'm like, I'm going to have to start learning the heights and the length and stuff to know what roads we're allowed on and which ones we're not. So somewhere here in Durango is the railroad. I'm not sure exactly where it is, but this is where the Durango and Silverton is. And I've actually ridden it in real life. Or air brakes. There you go. Right. Oh yeah, because you can honestly once you start buying the company's sandhill, so maybe once you get to be like level 6 or 7, you pretty much the game will just take off. Like within a couple trips, you'll be making a lot of money. It goes really fast once you get past those first like 4 or 5 levels. And now that you have used trucks in the game, like you can really, get a truck and start, pulling loads and making money pretty quick. Air over hydraulic, okay. Yes, we are doing solo tonight. How you doing, Pat Dog? Good to see you, man. We still got to sign up for VATSIM. I'm thinking I probably am going to wait a little bit because I got to do. We're getting ready to move again, so we're gonna end up moving, and the next couple of months are just going to be crazy. I'm going to be lucky if I can get any farm sim coverage. Like that's the big thing to me is I need to make sure I get farm sim done. Once I get to where I'm going and I get like an office set up, then I'll get back into flight sim and we'll start really kind of doing more content with that. And I definitely want to do VATSIM because it looks like a lot of fun. So, did you guys win? Turning the engine and brake off, I think. There we go. You thought it was weird? Okay. It seems like it would be cheesy. I'd have to see if I liked it or not. Oh, 62-12. A blowout. There's our beautiful truck. We've come down the mountain pass, and man, wasn't that a beautiful ride? I love that. So, they got a feedlot. Okay. Lots of cows going to slaughter. All right, first gear. Ta-da! Oh, wow. Okay. That must have been an exciting game. And we're coming up to Red Light City. Yes, and some of the trucks do it differently than others, Red Alpha. I've noticed that like the older trucks definitely lunge way more than the newer trucks. Like the Eagle almost like lifts the left front wheel off. Like it's like the Kenworth and the 389 both do it too though. It's a nice effect. The newer trucks don't do it as much. I've noticed that like the especially like the Freightliner and stuff, they just don't. So you guys proud of me? I made it all the way down the mountain. The only thing we got stuck on was the fence at the delivery place. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty, I will tell you. But yeah. So Gwyn has been streaming. Man, tell him I said hi. I haven't seen Gwyn in forever. He never stops at any fast food restaurants. That's so funny. Oh, it's shut down? Okay. All right. McDonald's doesn't... No wonder the meat's been bad lately. I'll tell you what, man. I had Burger King today, and I felt so sick later on. It was not good. I was not happy. It just was trash. The meat was just gross. It was like super like chewy. I'm just like, ugh. Right. Me too. That's what I'm thinking, Pat Dog. Probably will be like early next year that I'll be all set up, and it'll be the new flight sim, so it should be fun. Yeah, I didn't use the special sauce. I just had ketchup, but it was awful. It was not a good burger. They used to be so great, and now it was terrible. It was really chewy, and so that I mean, not to be gross, but I went to Walmart with Ryan, and I farted. And hey, why Why is my hubcap missing off the front of my truck? What the heck? I put Peterbilt hubs on there and they're gone. Ugh. We're going to have to stop and fix that. And it was so bad. It smelled like death mixed with eggs. It was so bad. I was like, Ryan was like, oh God. I'm like, I'm sorry. It was so bad. Yeah. Oh, Ryan, what did you do? It was so bad. All right, so we got the truck coming in. Here she comes, rolling down the street. Okay. So let's do the enter. Yeah, who was that? Oh, God. It's terrible. Okay, let's go ahead and get, I mean, I shouldn't probably talk about it on stream, but man, it was woof. Okay, let's go here and to the hubcaps. And I put a Peterbilt hubcap on it. There it is. Yeah, that's it. That easy. How's she holding up so far? Almost no wear and almost no damage. Beautiful. What a gorgeous truck. I love trucks. This is my total, like, dream Hot Wheels truck. If I were a trucker, I don't know if I'd do flames. I probably would do cowboy. I like the cowboy theme. Because I used to have, like, a little Ertl, like a black. It was like, I don't remember, the Ertl made trucks. They were, like, larger than Hot Wheels, but smaller than, like, the Tonkas. Kind of like a mid-sized truck. And it was, like, I had so much fun with that truck. And it was a little black truck. It was I believe it was a Kenworth, and it had like a cowboy paint on the trailer and on the truck. Like it was like a single paint job for the whole thing. Kind of like how I have my big Kenworth set up now. And so it just brings back really good memories. Yeah, metal body. Everything Ertl was metal. That's why I loved them. Who did that? All right, so we're getting back on the main road here. We got our hubcaps straightened out. Yep, you remember it too? Yep. And then they had slightly larger ones that were like big Ertl trucks. Like this was kind of the smaller one. Like I said, it was probably like double the size of a Hot Wheels, maybe a little bit larger. And then they had the big ones. Those were really cool, but we could never afford those. I think Nyland made them too. Hey KW, how you doing, man? Don't tell you. Don't tell him. But I'm driving a Peterbilt. Don't tell KW. Did I inspire you, Herbal Antics? I think my lights are off. Yeah, they are. There we go. I guess it's day. We don't really need them on. If you didn't see me now, you can't. You ain't gonna see me. All right. So now we're heading towards Alamosa, Alamogordo, and then Pueblo. We're going right to the Kansas border. That's a dangerous combination. Just don't do it. Fine on your computer. Don't do it in real life. Not the wisest idea in a real one. In other words, you be jamming. Look at this. Now, I like the steering wheel. They had another one, too, that was all white and then had red letters in the center. And, yeah, so not in real life. No, I would assume not. But I would like to have it... if I could have the steering wheel with the red letters and the brown, I like it. I want it like that, but they didn't seem to offer that. So, whoa. Okay. Wow, we are cruising. See, I'd be comfortable at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 miles an hour slower on this road. Ooh, that's cool. Look at those rocks up there. Whoa. Jeez, oh, Pete. 55? Are you kidding? Okay. Take it down 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Popping it down to 8 low. That should be good right there. 50 miles an hour. That's where we're going. So see, I find that like the comfortable speed for the trucks is about 10 miles an hour under the speed limit, and that's because they've shrunk the roads down. And so what happens is the curves become steeper than they are in real life, and you really have to watch because the truck will, at speed, at the actual speed that they're requesting, you'll end up going off the road. So, right, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you want to be realistic about it, you should be like 5 to 10 under the actual posted. And we're coming into a town, so we're going to pop the engine brake. Pagosa Springs. Welcome all you suckers to Pagosa Springs. Brake off. Truck in neutral. Brakes. Three. Nope. Two. I am not going to flip the truck. It's so rare that I wreck when I'm playing single player. It does happen when I'm streaming, though, because I'm reading the chat, but I've gotten pretty good at reading chat without moving my head. So I can see what's ahead of my head. When you drive dangerously. Johnny Dangerously. All the homies pass on the right shoulder. There you go. No, I drive nice and slow. I guess we're going to have to... Dang it. I thought we'd get by without coming to a full stop, but no. Right. So, what's up, King Pitt? We're taking this amazing Peterbilt through Colorado with some doubles. Over the San Juan River. I know that Kyle used to live in the San Juan Valley, so... Yep, yeah, tonight, this is the first run. This is her maiden voyage. I broke the bottle on the front right before we left. I just ignore people like that, Gator. Get over when you can get over. I mean, I try not to be rude, though, also. I always make sure I can get, out of the way if I can. As soon as I can get out of the way, I get out of the way. But I also don't. If I'm going like 10 miles an hour faster than the speed limit when I'm passing, and a person can't wait for that, and they're riding on my butt like they have to get over, I'm not going to speed up anymore. Like we're already 10 miles an hour over the speed limit. You can wait till I pass, and then you can go and do whatever you want. And honestly, I've more often than not, because I drive back and forth to Columbus a lot. More often than not, I see that person 10 miles down the road and they've gotten pulled over. It's happened multiple times. I've had people ride my butt for like a minute or two. And I'm like, I'll get over. Just you don't need to ride on my butt. And sure enough, like down the road, they get pulled over. So. Right, that's what I'm saying. Like at that point, if they're going to tailgate you when you're way over the speed limit, it's like they're going to tailgate the next guy too. So it's just like, okay, just go ahead and tailgate. As what I found is as long as you don't spend more than like 2 or 3 minutes being in their way, most people don't care. It's when you like purposefully block them and stuff, that's when people start getting angry. So I try to avoid that situation. And yeah, so because they're just going to move on to the next person and do the same thing. So you just avoid them, get out of the way when you can. But I'm also not going out of my way and being reckless so that I can move. They can wait. So, but that's why I hate Florida. I couldn't live out there. I just, with all the crazy nutso drivers. Ohio drivers are actually very, I'm not saying they're good drivers. Wow, look at that. Look at that scenery. Ohio drivers are very, at least up in the Cleveland area, people aren't quite so aggressive. Like there's a massive difference between like a Cleveland driver and a Detroit driver, or New York, say. Like we people around here are just a lot calmer, slower, careful. And I don't know if it's because we have such bad winters at times that people were used to having to slow down and take our time to be safe. But people just don't seem to be as aggressive up here. But when Columbus, people are nuts. Like you go down to Columbus and it starts. The outer ring freeway is people are very, very aggressive on the outer ring. So yeah, Florida people are just nuts. I like the drivers. Once you get off the freeway, it's not quite so bad, but the freeways are just like, yeah, people are just crazy. Because you have this mix of like old people going like 12 miles an hour, you know, like just really slow, and then you have people going like 70 miles over the speed limit. All these, you know, people coming in from other countries that drive like nuts, and vacationers from New York that drive like nuts, and it's this lethal combination of like aggressive drivers and slow drivers, and it's not great. Yeah, you have to be. It's like driving in Chicago. If you want to get over, you just get over and hope that the person lets you over, because everybody's so aggressive there. You have to be aggressive if you're going to get anywhere. So once you have the opportunity, if you're not going to cause an accident, you got to get over. You have to cut people off because that's the way it works. So yeah, we do. It's pretty rare, though. You'll see people in SUVs because they think because they're driving an SUV that they won't get in an accident. They don't realize that SUVs just help you get unstuck and maybe steering a little bit better if you have a four-wheel drive, but it doesn't help you steer when you have a four-wheel drive. It only helps you get going. So they think that they're impervious in these SUVs and they go flying down the road till they crash. And I see that, too. People go flying by and 2 miles down the road, they're off the road. So we're going to stop and do the film. Let's see what we got here. Here, put the brake on, engine off, and here's the view. Look at this place. I want to make sure we're off the road plenty. Oh, I should probably turn my rear hazards on. And let's go ahead and trigger the movie. This is Wolf Creek Pass. Oh, this is what Kyle was talking about. So Kyle used to live in the San Juan Valley. Yes, he did. And he had a farm there. And he would always talk about Wolf Creek Pass. Look how pretty that is. Well, the problem in Florida is you got so many bad drivers that the cops can't keep up with it. In Ohio, bad drivers stick out like a sore thumb because everybody, even with the speed limit being 70, most people go like 70 to 75. On a really nice day, maybe 80. But they don't really go that fast. So when somebody's going really fast, everybody sees it. So yeah, I've had several different vehicles that are, look at that pretty view. That's beautiful. That must be Wolf Creek. I've had several different vehicles that are four-wheel drive. I've had a Jeep. I've had a GMC Jimmy. I've had the Durango, or driven the Durango with my mom's Durango. What else? I know I've had another four-wheel drive. I'm trying to think of what it was. Anyway, hang on, we'll turn the lights on now. The Jimmy did see a pretty big improvement from the snow, like in the snow and stuff. The Jimmy handled better because it had like a four-wheel high. The Jeep, the Jeep never felt to me like it had an improvement. Yeah, I've seen them do that too, Gator. That's funny. Oh, okay. See, now in Ohio, they're pretty lenient. Like if someone's going slow and there's nobody going on and you're not going to cause an accident, people do pass in the right lane. You're not supposed to, but no one's going to pull you over for that unless you're super aggressive about it. Yeah, that's interesting. No, you can on a regular road, you can pass on the right. On the freeway, you're not supposed to, and I try not to, but sometimes you have to. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, Michigan encourages drag race driving. So this has been a beautiful drive. We really have 2 mountain passes in one day. It's really great. Oops, I just whacked myself on the head with my hat. Okay, we're starting to get a little fast here. Okay, I think we're going downhill now, so we're going to... Oh, 35. Jeez. Oh, did you hear that? I might have skidded a little bit. Oh, that was a little frightening. That was a little frightening there. Is that a... Oh, that is an emergency stop, isn't it? Or maybe... No, it's a rest stop. Okay, you guys didn't hear it go... It was when I first put the Jake brake on, I was going pretty fast, and it was like... It's done with now, but it was... that was a little intense. All right, through the tunnel. I don't think I've ever been this... I guess I have been this way because it's marked, but I don't feel like I've ever been this way before. I don't remember it. That's the great thing about this game, though. There are just... Now that we have a lot of the states, there are so many roads and so many places that it really feels like you might only hit them once in a while, and it makes for a very fun experience because you get to see things that you might not remember, you know, and you go back and it's like it's just huge. I love the Suburban. I still want my truck. Part of me is like, I'm just going to fix that. But I think just in the condition it's in, I'd probably still have to sink a lot of money into it. It all depends. If I get the money back from the dude, I might sink it into the truck. But, you know, honestly, if it needs more than like $5,000 of work, you can buy Suburbans and stuff that are the same era as that truck for like $6,000-$7,000. So I'm almost thinking like just get one that's already running, you know. Wow, this is 65 here? Jeez. Yeah, it might be Gator. All right. We did fine. We did good. So I'm going to accelerate up to 65. It doesn't seem like possible that I could get the truck going 65 miles an hour here and be safe. How about 45? That feels safer. All right. Pashoo. Yeah, 65. Okay. Yeah, if unposted, 65, right. Monte Vista. Mountain View is what this town is called. This honestly probably is similar to what the place that we're looking to live is, but more built up. Like the place we're looking is pretty rural. Gator. Man, you go around in circles, kid. You can live anywhere you want, man. If you want to live in Florida, then live in Florida. You don't have to leave Florida. Why is my cruise control is not picking up? Oh well. 5. If you like Florida and you're happy living in Florida, then heck, stay in Florida. There's two things in life. One, people that never try anything different, never get to experience anything new. But also, people tend to be unhappy with their circumstances and try to make them better by doing something different. And that doesn't always work either. So I think life is kind of a balance. If you don't want to go out somewhere else, like I've decided here's my balancing point. Okay. I would rather stay in my house, but one, my wife doesn't really love it here. And two, we can't really afford it. So that puts me into a place where I have to make a decision. So for me, if I'm going to move out west because I've always wanted to live out west. Because people are like, well, why don't, because there is some land in West Virginia and there is some land in New York, right? So we could live in either of those places and still be sort of close to here. But I'm like, you know what? I'm 50 years old. I'm not going to get another chance at being young enough to move somewhere and enjoy it. Now's the time, right? So if I'm going to do it ever, I need to do it now. So I'm taking the risk, but I know that I like it out there. I've been out there enough to know that I love it out west. So in fact, every time I go out there, I feel like I'm coming home. So we'll see if that feeling continues, but I'm willing to take the risk because I know I like it. So I would say, don't worry about moving right now. You're 20 years old, right? Or 21. So yeah, get your degree, get a decent job, and take some vacations. And go, once a year, spend a couple $100, rent an RV or a little camper, tie it to the back of your car with the bumper and like a blanket, and just get a little camper but in all seriousness, get a little camper and go on a trip and go to a state that you haven't been to before and stay there for a week or two and see if you like it. And then go somewhere else and try a bunch of different places, see a bunch of different places. And you'll kind of formulate in your head the places that you want to live. I've been to Louisiana, no offense to 44. I couldn't live there. It's too hot. I've been to Texas, beautiful state, too hot and too humid. To me, I don't like humidity. So that wouldn't work for me. But I have been to Oregon before, and I really liked it. And I've been to northern Arizona where it's cooler, like Flagstaff, and I really liked it. And I could live there. So we start taking those pieces and go, okay, I know I like that. I know I like this. And we could move there. I could move to Michigan. I like Michigan. I could move to Wisconsin. I like Wisconsin. I couldn't live in Florida. It's too hot and there's too many bugs. So, yeah, I don't know. I think Alabama and Mississippi and Louisiana and Texas are every bit as hot as Florida. In fact, in some ways, Florida's nice because you constantly have an ocean breeze, where those states, it just becomes completely breathless. So, I don't know. Those states are even lower on my list because I don't like hot. Like I told my wife, I'm like, if we're going to move somewhere cooler. You don't want to be in 110 degree weather. So yeah, like the beaches, there's always a breeze. So, it's nice there. I could live on Florida's beaches, but it's too expensive. So, I need to get over. There's our opportunity. So I know what I like and I know where I can go and what I'm going to do. And So I was born in Cleveland, Ohio, Dar Specter. So about an hour from here. Yeah, and I right, exactly. Right, they've never left the state. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to move, but you can always go visit. And if you like it, then heck, move. But if you don't, then yeah, hey, at least you got to see it, you got to visit, and you got to experience it. And I know it is, but every time I go out there, I'm like, this is where I'm at. The mountains, I don't know. It's something about the inspiration and stuff. Like I feel alive when I'm out there, except for when I've been up there for like a week and it's like 6,000 feet like Colorado and then I can't breathe, but because I get altitude sickness. Thankfully, you kind of grow out of it after a while, but I do every time out, especially like more deserty. I feel like I'm walking in heaven. I don't know how to explain it. Some people have that, some people don't. But for me, standing up in the mountains and looking across, I'm just like, I feel like I'm at the gates of heaven. I do. No, I don't. I am not an East Coaster. Nope. I've been to Virginia. I've been to West Virginia. I've been to Raleigh. I've been to Newport News. I've been to, where else have I been? There was several apartments that I used to work for down there. Virginia is beautiful. Don't get me wrong, but it's too humid. I don't like humidity. And Virginia is like 80% more humid than it is here, and it's already humid. So, yeah, I'm not there's beautiful mountains in Virginia, though. Virginia is a very beautiful state. Yeah, it's a pretty state. But it's too hot for me. I don't like it. I wish I did, but I don't. I like places that are like 60 at night and 50 and no humidity. Even 80s during the summer is fine as long as it's low humidity. So 80 in a low humid place feels like 75 or 60. Or 70 in Ohio. Above 85, though, then you start to feel like you're in an oven. So, southern Arizona. Woo! It's hot. But the thing is, the temps can't, when you have humidity, and I know there's a balance there. If you have humidity, the temperature can't go above a certain temperature because the humidity keeps it cooler. So, places like, Vegas would be too hot, yeah. Nope, we're not doing Vegas. Yeah, and 105 at night, no thanks. Nope. I would visit there, but I've been in Vegas when it's over 100 and it's hot. Yeah. Well, and if you're going to stay single or whatever, Gator, then you could always live in a motorhome like what we're going to do for a little while. But if you're by yourself and you don't have dogs, you can go anywhere. Or a dog. You have a dog. You can, stay pretty much anywhere and pretty cheap. About the same as owning a house. So King Pit, yes. Yeah, it was 68 today in the morning, and it came up to about 74 today, and then it's back in the 50s tonight. Though it's gonna go up to 80 tomorrow, but it'll be warmer again for a couple weeks. We usually have the end of summer is usually in the 80s, 70s and 80s, but we're getting to that point in the year where it's starting to cool off at night, which is nice. So yeah, I can't do the 90s, no thanks. Yeah, I think it's like 60 something right now. Left lane ends. Okay, we're all right. Man, what a pretty drive. There's another set of mountains. This must be the Cascades that we're coming up to. Did we pass Alamosa already? I was too busy chatting and reading the comments. Yeah, I don't mind like cool cold. Like I'm good down into the 40s, like 45 or whatever. I'm happy, but once you get lower than that, it starts to get uncomfortable. I like nice outside where you can wear like sweatpants and feel comfortable, or jeans and a jeans jacket and be comfy. I know, right, Red Alpha? It's because their blood's thin. They're used to living in the cold weather. Right, they're wearing sweaters in the 90-degree weather. Oof. No. Yeah, we're getting into fall, my favorite time of year, right? It was so nice the last 2 days. I should have cleaned my garage, but I was too lazy. I got to do it in the next couple days here. I did get my shop vac fixed, though. Now I got to clean the front porch off and start working on fixing the hole that I have up at the front porch. Are we in 8 high? Wow, we're cruising. This is a much longer trip than I anticipated. I thought it would take about an hour. We're moving on over an hour here. But I think we're getting close now. We're like coming out of the mountain area. What is that up there? Oh, we're getting on the freeway here. Okay. Surprise. And so the next stop is going to be, well, we're heading towards Trinidad. So we're near Pueblo. All right. I'm going to be running over that curb. Okay, there we made it through. Yeah, for me, the Carolinas are still too hot. They're pretty, though. Once again, none of these places are ugly. They're just, I don't like that hot weather. Unless I'm by the beach. Like, if I have a pool and I'm vacationing and I'm not having to do, like, labor outside, because, you know, I do with the photography and stuff, I do a lot of outside work, and when it's over 80 degrees, it's just miserable. It's unpleasant. Peg it at about 60. Here's Trinidad. And La Juanita. No, there you go. Oh, we have to get off here. Whoa! Okay. There you go. A half mile. You should walk that. Be good for your health. That's a walk, but it's about what? Let's see. You can walk 2 to 3 miles an hour at a good pace would be like 4 or 5. So a slow walk, you could get there in about a half an hour or less. I would go. Just go, man. Do it. Now, why East Tennessee? That's an interesting, like, I could go to East Tennessee. What about West Tennessee? No, not West Tennessee? No, we tested a bunch of different stuff, but we couldn't find it. We did try doing a vanilla game, though, and that worked. So, I don't know. Probably something with one of the other, like, DLCs caused the save game to get corrupted. So, okay. Well, someone want to get that guy and bye. Thank you. Okay. Doesn't matter. She caught you too quickly. Well, whether you like him or not, he's one of the candidates. No politics, please. There you go. Thank you, Red Alpha. He didn't say anything wrong. He's allowed to disagree if he wants. All right, so now I am starting to see a little bit of that issue that I had with the frame rates, though. That's weird. It seems to go longer and longer. There you go, Beavertown. Well, it's getting nice out, so it feels good to walk because it's like not so freaking. This summer was pretty hot. Oh. There's no super mod. Chestnut roasting on an open fire. Looks like we're going to get there like just as evening approaches. I think we're almost there, but I'm not quite sure where it is. Oh, okay, so you like Cleveland, Tennessee. And so is that East Tennessee, Gator? Now, Simone, behave. All right. That's enough. Let's see, if you get FS25, do you want to buy? Well, I don't think there'll be any DLC when it first comes out, but once they, usually within the first 3 months they have DLC. Mods aren't too bad. There is a mod thing in the game that makes it fairly easy to get mods. So it's not horrible to get them. Too much headache. There you go. There you go. Yeah, it's going to warm up again this weekend. They're saying it's going to be in the 80s, which, I mean, that's not horrible. But it's warm. At least I don't have a wedding this weekend when it's so hot. Oh, good. Okay. Is that what you're doing right now, babe? Yeah, there's another dang fly in my office. This one's a big one. Okay, have fun, Herbal Antics. Be safe out there, bud. Have a good night. And the sun goes down. Beautiful sunset. Ah. Oh, that's horrible. Beavertown, you're in Pennsylvania, right? You're chilling? Okay. Train. Oops, wrong button. I was trying to beat my horn and I was changing my thingy and said Iowa. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's probably going to head towards us, but not. It won't be that hot when it gets to us. But night, buddy. 10-4, good buddy. Nope, this is no cat. This is just me tonight. I'm getting ready for nights, but it's not going to happen. Let's see. We got 1 hour and 9 minutes. Yeah, so we're going to get there at 10 o'clock at night. Okay, babe. Yeah, this is probably my last run. Well, my only run. But we had a good long run and a nice time out there in the mountains. 84 Tuesday and then backing off. Okay, that's good. That's not too bad. I don't think so, hon. But no, 17. All right, we'll do one more. Do it. Okay, fine. We could do another trip. I totally cut that. He said, yay. Yay. Fine. We'll do a slightly shorter one. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what's out there. That's right, Florida. My kids are on vacation down there right now. They went to New Smyrna. But Evelyn said it was really overcast. They're like, it looks like it's going to rain. Hopefully they'll have a nice vacation. My ex-wife usually makes it miserable for them, but I'm hoping this time they have a good one. She usually has some kind of some kind of freak out. I don't know. It's every year everyone's like, "Oh God, it's time for the annual freak out." Yes, Gator, New Smyrna Beach. New Smyrna. Seth, Evelyn, Violet, and John. And the sun has gone down. It is full on night as we arrive near our destination. I don't know. We're not at our destination yet, but we're getting close. The weird thing is we never had one before. It all worked until last week, honestly. An Aussie farmer was able to get on, and once he got on, no one else was able to get on. Or Aussie Phantom got on, but no one else could get on, and it was just after that point, it was just not working. So I don't know what happened, but the game still works. I just can't get multiplayer to work. There's the brights. I didn't download any mods. That's the weird part. We didn't do anything different. It's the same game that I've been running all along. But for some reason, it will no longer connect. It was working for months. Micah connected. I had a bunch of different people connect, actually, and then it just stopped working. What the heck is with all the traffic? And I can't... these buttons. All right, we're turning right here. So it was a weird issue because if anything, I took mods out and it's not helping. Here we go. And we're going to end up from Bushnell to Bushnell is what we delivered, and so we're going to end up with getting stuck on the fences here too. Yeah, see, I wasn't using the AGI pack. Somebody had said that, though, but it didn't... I'm not using that one. So, unfortunately, that's not it. It's not it. Alright, so we're going to come in on this side of the road, because... we're probably going to have to get through a little fence here. Maybe not. Oh, this is like a facility. I thought this was going to be just like a farm. It's a full-on facility. It could be, yeah. Where's this red flag at? Ugh. This way, right? Yeah, okay. Oh. 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 Shh. Don't tell anyone. Quiet. Shush. It looked like we were going to make it, didn't it? Ooh. It's the little things at the end that make the difference. We got in. Yeah, it's like beep, 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 beep. Wasn't me. I had nothing to do with that. I ain't got time for that. Nobody got time for that. Yo, Jawa. You got in time. You pulled a half eye rock because we're done with this trip, but we're not done streaming. All right. You got lucky. Okay, parking brake on, engine off. And we're going to unload that trailer. It's so little money for such a long trip, but man, it was fun. All right, so ladies and gentlemen watching on YouTube, hopefully you enjoyed this trip. It's been a while since we've done a single video, and it was about time. Have a great night. Be sure to subscribe. Thumbs up always help. And we will see you guys next time.